Hey legends, how we going? So been a bit quiet over the long weekend, just getting stuff done around the house, but have been kind of working on this thing. As you can see, still doing hub on this side, but the other thing I've been trying to focus on is getting it started. So yeah, I'm not the best with electrics, and all I can do is get it to fire, and that's about it, and I'll shut off. I have done a few things that people have recommended. I've changed fuel rail over, test injectors, my RPM wire, stuff like that, and it's still doing the exact same thing. It's not cutting spark, because if you spray like carb clean or something in there, it works. But yeah, don't know what is up with it. It's got me baffled, so I'm just gonna take a little break off it for a while, for probably a week or two. But still be able to do what I said last time, which is change a catch can filter and my 2 fuel filters. So we'll get stuck into that one today. And yeah, so we'll get into that. Awesome. Alright, so we'll start with our catch can here first. We'll take him out. So just pulls off the bracket. We'll undo these, get on out of the way, and then we can get into our fuel separator, which is down in behind there. Alrighty. Righto, we've got our ryco filter out for our catch can. Now what we'll do, don't have to do that up tight, it's just there to sort of pretty much just support it. So we'll undo these 4 Torx bits around here, and that should get our housing. Righto, so that's our old filter out. Still got a seal that goes around there and there. Also a seal in here. That all comes in the kit. So what we'll do, we'll clean all this out and put the new one in. Awesome. We are using a genuine ryco crankcase filter. These bastards are pretty dear. I don't remember them being that dear last time I got one, but at 120 bucks. But I did get a lot of other stuff as well, like for a major service that I did on it. So yeah, but that's the exact same. So you see we've got our 2 O-rings on that one. So it'll be good to whack this one back in. So that one's back in there. And then we replace this O-ring on here. Just goes simple like that, over that, and then on. And then we just whack it on. So you obviously got to take note the way it comes off, and then you whack him back on. And that's it. And do him back up. Righto, so we'll screw this back onto the bottom. And that's it all replaced. So now we'll move on to doing our fuel filters. So we'll just leave this out of the car. Just sit in there. And then we'll go on to the filters. Right, so we've got our Ryco fuel filter down here for our secondary one. So we'll see if we can undo it without having to take the whole thing out, which will be handy. So we'll see if we can do that. I don't know if you can see down there. Oh, this here. Got to make sure the O-ring comes off. Because if you put two of them on, fuel's going to piss you out. So just fill that. Make sure there's no O-ring on there. Awesome. Okay, now we'll move on to doing this one. So all we get is just a little pick under these, and these come off. And just make sure you put them back on the same way. Right, so it's easy as this. So just get a little right angle pick and just up like that. Easy as. Water light there. Sweet, got him. Alright, now we'll move into the shed and replace both of these. Righto, so that's where we can see our bowl. It's not the best in the ranges where they've located them. You can't really see them, but you can. So obviously water is going to be heavier than diesel. So if there's ever water in there, you'll see that it'll go to the bottom. But this looks pretty clear, which is a very good sign. So whack this in here. Let's see if we can. That easy as. So now that we've loosened that off, I'll put it into this strainer here. Same thing again, we'll just make sure all our seals are clean. And we've got a new filter here. So we've got a new seal there, which we'll use. So what we do is just whacking that seal onto here. So that's all the way on flush. We get our new filter. And all we do is just screw him on like this. Get a rag so you can grip this a bit better. And you do it up as tight as you can. And that one is ready to go back on. Sweet. Alright, now we'll move on to our factory one. So we'll just stick this in here. Just again, not too tight. You don't want to crack the housing. So just undo this ring that's here. So go all the way down to there. And you just pull up. Same thing, we'll drain it out. Well, it's not overly dirty, which is good. Like I said, I do change these. Well, these fill filters I change every 10,000 K, something like that. Whereas a catch can, I think you can do 20 to 40, something like that. For the price of them, I'll definitely be going to do when that's recommended, not earlier. But with the fuel filters, I think, yeah, 20 bucks, 30 bucks each or something for them, so it's not that bad at all. So we've got an O-ring that goes around this piece here, and then another O-ring goes around here, and then you just clip him on. It's a bit better. And then just turn him like that, and it's done. Oh, we'll pack these back in the car, and we'll show you how to fill them up so we don't get any air into our fuel rail. Awesome. Righto, so we've got our new fuel separator, fuel filter here. All we do is just screw him on. There you go. So that one's nice and tight. And then, sorry about that glare there, but there we go, we'll just stick that there. Righto, we'll whack our factory fuel filter back in. So we want to connect our water light sensor. So obviously that one's our return to our tank. So that one we can plug back on. So plug him back on. So these ones we can leave off. We just prime our key. It'll fill up this back one first. Fill that one up, come through, fill this one up, and then we should see it spurt out of this one. So we'll I'll turn the key on and show you what it does. So you can see we're actually coming out of this one. So I'll plug this one on. We'll prime it up. It should come out of that one as well. So we're coming back out of there. So we know we should have no airlock in our system now. So the only place we could have an airlock is back to our tank, which is fine, we'll be able to blow back out. So we'll put our catch can back in. Awesome. So that easy. And we'll whack our hoses back on. So you got our bottom one. That's much better. Alrighty. Make sure we tuck our little piece that's down here back into the chassis. And then I'll start her up and we give her a wash down. Sweet. Righto. So I'll just wash everything down now. Righto, legends. So that's basically how we do the fuel filter and catch can. So they are all a genuine ryco catch can and fuel separator kit with all the brackets, everything like that. So it all just bolts in. You unclip your old fuel lines, clip your new ones in. So yeah, makes it a lot easier. You don't have to cut nothing. All you do is just bolt, unclip, clip new lines on. Yeah, so hopefully this helps you guys out. It is pretty straightforward. Just the only thing is just make sure you take note of what way those fuel lines go off. But they pretty much sit where they go back on. But yeah, always a good note to see where they sit. Yeah. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already, and see you next time. Cheers, legends.